Hello, welcome. My name is Michael, and today I'm creating my very first episode of my very first Let's Play for Total War Medieval 2, specifically the mod for Third Age, which is another mod which has recently become more standalone than anything, Divide and Conquer. So, probably just should have said Divide and Conquer. I've played exactly one campaign off from start to finish. I've only managed to finish one, and then that was with Dale. And then I have attempted in previous iterations of Divide and Conquer, as well as Third Age, to play as the Kingdom of Gondor. I've actually got a lot of hours with the Kingdom of Gondor. The unfortunate part is I just am not good at a lot of things in Medieval Total War 2. The engine's a little confusing, and I'm not very good at it. But I did manage to play Dale. I think I just spoiled it for myself. And I recently asked one of my friends, like, what campaign would you see me playing next? And he said the Hobbits. I believe the reason he chose the Hobbits is because he believed there wasn't actually a faction that utilized the Hobbits heavily, or in fact included the land of Hobbiton and all of its splendor. But there is. That's Bree-land. So, I've actually had to try re-recording this series a few different times due to different technicality issues and a bit of learning and frustration, but I am starting fresh from first campaign. I don't believe I've actually managed to get past the 10th turn, so everything's still pretty new. I know how to get started. I know a few tips and tricks, and I've already encountered a lot of the frustrations that follow the Nation of Bree. Now, as you would imagine, Bree-land being that of farmers and hobbits it's actually the worst, probably the worst nation in terms of military might by itself. The soldiers that you get from Bree-land, especially in the early game, are basically militia, and they're up to like the mid-tier. They're even like militia, so like they wouldn't stand toe-to-toe with the nations of Rohan or Gondor or even Dale. They're just not they're not geared for the military whatsoever. They do have a strong economy though. So like Dale, they're a mercantile faction that are able to acquire a lot of money. The issue is the initial investment is often quite difficult. So I want to try to utilize the money aspect as much as possible. However, they are, as I've heard, much more defensive rather than offensive. So I might struggle quite a bit to take and hold land that I want to capture and hold on to, try to make money from. So I still don't quite know how I'm going to do that. This campaign might end in me losing, just from making some mistakes. So whatever happens will end up happening. Okay, this is just the opening to the mod itself to kind of talk about everything. And bodyguard units, yeah, so. And then you got Bree-land and the Shire. This gives you kind of the overview for the nation as a whole, so feel free to pause if you want to read. Okay. Rumors grow. My lord, we have begun to hear rumors of a great shadow growing all about us. Its source is far away, to the east, but people speak of an old enemy come back to cover the lands in his darkness. I do not know if there is stock in such rumors, but the Dunedain are seeming to form up into a more coherent force of late, and I have heard tale of war in the far north. It would seem that we may no longer be able to ignore the world around us for too much longer. I will speak with the council, send out riders, and find out what I can. And this is the barracks event. If you've played this mod before, basically your higher tier units are locked off by it, so you have to get to like turn 66 And this is just a bunch of the early game announcements. Don't need to really care because it's third age, so you're going to know most of the alliances and wars that are going to get called and declared at the beginning of everything.
Yes, my lord.
So, okay, so the big problem really is conserving money and making money. I am not good at either because I honestly am not 100% sure what each unit should get up to, what kind of mischief we should be getting into. But the other issue is that we are a ranged focused faction, so a lot of our troops are going to be ranged, and they're also going to be weak in melee, which isn't great for such a weak nation, because you kind of need a frontline unit. Your saving grace is your general unit bodyguards are pretty solid all-rounders. But that's it. That's unfortunately it. So we're going to go ahead and get what I can off of the recruitment before all my money goes away. And we'll go from there. I think what I want to do is increase crop in all of the regions if I can, because I just need to be making money, and this is really my only option for increasing money is through population growth. Unfortunately, two of these, Hobbington and Longbottom, don't increase past the village, so they're going to stay that size the entire campaign, whereas Michel Delving can get up to a city, and Bree-land can get up to a large city. I believe that city is the highest you can go normally, and then there's some ways around it. So the first big question is, do we go for Magellan, or do we go around it and try to attack a different settlement? Because what ends up being the problem is Magellan's got a lot of pretty solid units inside its base of operations. So it's like a really tough nut to crack. So we can take it pretty early on even, but that has some trouble with public order. And this is all stuff I've kind of learned over my different playthroughs.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to go for it. We're going to have to siege them for a second though, because I need to get everybody into position.
Making camp here.
So we got to really hope for the best here. The other thing about Bree-land is they have some atrocious upkeep problems. Sorry, not upkeep, recruitment problems. They're like not great troops. Take like 10 turns to replenish, which is abnormal and extremely long. So it's quite the shot in the foot to have to deal with them. So it's kind of hard for me to try to get around it. I have to go a little bit slower than I'm used to as far as expansion is concerned, but I don't know. There are some places that I really need to capture before anything happens. Like I need them to be under my control to start making money. Because what I have right now is very expensive already. Okay. Alright, so those are all the openings. Yeah, we're not going to be friends with the Dunlendings. We start at war with the Dunlendings and the Kingdom of Arnor, I believe. Or, sorry, the remnants of Agmar. And then we have the High Elves and the Northern Dunedain as our allies. Now, the Northern Dunedain are actually our protectors. They're tasked with keeping us alive.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Let me see. I think what I have will suffice. Everybody else I'll keep on free upkeep for now. Just kind of play it by ear. Alright, so we'll go right into it then.
As you command, we attack!
So my main goal for this campaign is to just survive. Is to hopefully beat the factions that we need to beat, but we're going to have to play pretty opportunist. And I'm not very... It's hard to be opportunist when you can't really see what the heck's going on the map. Excuse me. I'm a little stuffed up. Alright. So I'm going to get all my archers on this hill, because that'll be nice. And make sure they don't be goofing. Actually, I'll just get... I would like to get everybody, but why don't we just keep you boys in the middle? And then I don't want you guys shooting right off the bat. They're good. They're not. Okay. And then we'll get our militia, crappy militia troops, because I want to try to conserve my a little bit better Greenway spearmen for a little bit longer. And then the cav for that flank as well. Let's go ahead and start this battle. Get these boys into a line. And get these guys into... Alright, cool. Okay. I would like to just start getting some shots in. And I think they'll be best placed here. Oh, shoot. Wait for them to form up right quick. Have them start opening up on these guys. Alright, you guys can hold fire. We'll send the bodyguard over there. Let the cav get up on the flank. See if I can route these guys with a quick charge. No. That was a garbage charge. We got stuck up on one guy. Are you kidding me? Retreat. Okay, doesn't look like we had to pay for that, so that was good. Turn around and give me an actual charge this time, please. I want some actual contact to be made here. Here they come. Oh, these are just some terrible charges. Let the archers do their best. Alright, I'm going to let them just kind of goof around. Get these guys to open up on the Nazgul, because they need to get shot bits. Get going. Have these guys move up much closer, and then these guys can be the bodyguards. Are they still fighting? Are they doing anything to us? Yeah, I've lost like a couple guys. Alright, so you guys have done a pretty good job of pushing them into the danger zone. I'm going to let these guys come into support and get my cav out of there. Retreat. And then you guys can keep kind of skimming your way over here. Go ahead and chill out right there. And they're coming in for an attack. That's not what I wanted. Okay. We're gonna try to get around this. Looks like that didn't work for him too well. Yeah. Alright, so these guys can go shoot whatever they feel like. You guys are in position again. Want to get the borrow rights. Have these guys come in for another charge. And that should be all they need to do. Okay, I don't think I'm getting any friendly fire. All those arrows coming in and just peppering the ground.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost
Okay, your
half their
cavalry
men.
will come in for the cleanup. Looks like they got them. Only lost about 4 units, which is pretty nice. These guys are not great at killing things, are they? Just retreat. I don't want you guys getting nailed. That is very annoying. Go, run, run. Before they throw. There we go. Yeah, everybody focus the borrow rights, and then scattered shots will just be bonus. Okay, that's a problem. I can't be having that happening.
Advance! Onward!
These guys need to be shooting over their heads, not up into the air, not hitting anything. You guys figured out how to aim yet? There's the arcs that I was hoping to get. There we go. Just gonna have these guys take off. Yeah, we're doing good damage. This might be a bit of a boring first episode, but this is pretty much what I wanted to happen, is kind of a lot of shots coming in.
We're under attack! Spearman!
Looks like they're coming in for an attack. They've got enough. They've had enough getting shot a bunch of times. Oh, maybe not. Okay, looks like they decided to pull off. I'll have these guys keep up the good work. I want these guys to continue knocking out some Nazgul if they can.
We're under attack!
It's a little close for comfort. It looks like we might have hit a couple friendlies in that last couple volleys. Since you guys got the better angle, just switch targets. Oh, there's your problem.
Spearman,
We just have some javelins, just having some
we
fun.
await your command. Charge!
You guys can also help out with that. Hopefully they get the kill off on this guy before he demolishes a bunch of my units. I believe the crossbows have another volley ready for this guy.
We will smash the enemy.
Ooh.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Okay,
Without
he
him, his
just
troops will lose their
absolutely
will to
got
fight.
demolished. Why don't you guys hold fire for now? Yeah, that's why I wanted you to hold fire. Killed the heck out of that guy though, so that was nice. Have this guy come in for a charge, and then you guys mop up whatever's in there. We might get him before... Oh, he's already dead.
Spearman,
I'm gonna get a double.
our
And
men have
goodbye.
taken be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Man, that must have been... Jeez, 10 kills. That's the best I think I've ever done. I don't know if I've been able to take an entire settlement full of barrow whites with nothing but a stern glance and a bunch of arrows. We've probably 20% of those were probably killed by us. Like 2 of those dead bodies was I believe was taken out by a friendly crossbow fire. That's actually kind of sad. 20% of your casualties are done by your own hand.
Glory, honor.
All right, occupy it,
I would fight for your
and
people as if they
then
were my
want to get a
own,
meeting
friend.
hall up, and then unfortunately
Yes,
we are
your
not
orders,
done.
my
As
lord.
much as I would love for those guys to be part of the next fight,
My lord. Your will
I have to eliminate the rest of these guys.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle.
If you leave these guys around, they get something called a devastation penalty, where it's basically you got bandits that are raiding your lands, and they will wreak havoc. Alright, so I want to put my ranged units front, my fodder back. If I could help it, I'd rather these guys didn't get in a bunch of fights. Alright, you're just immediately going to charge them because they like to just take off. Yeah, there they go. Run. And then you guys can follow with the run. And then you guys, yeah, everybody run. You guys can walk as your heavy infantry. Reserve the right to chill out. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a while before they get anywhere. Alright, so the goal here is to try to get a charge into their butt cheeks. And then once that happens, we're gonna pepper them with crossbow fire, hopefully. Not my best charge, but I want them immediately to leave so that we can get these guys.
Keep them at a distance. Keep them at a distance. Have an arrow ready. March.
Alright, looks like they got one of my cav, 2 of my cav potentially. And then crossbows. Oops, days. Hold, please. Okay, I got some revenge for my 2 dead horses. Crap, doesn't look like we're going to be able to catch them. Are they going to turn around? They are. That is beautiful. That's exactly what I want them to do. Let these boys keep it up. Keep up the fire, gentlemen, please. I want to try to get these guys to attack my spears if I can. Looks like I'm going to make use of you guys after all.
Be vigilant, yeoman.
Maybe get one more shot off before they get you with the charge. Oof, that did not feel good for them. Okay, these guys are going to take off, and these guys are going to grab the flank.
Be ready, archers. Have an arrow ready.
Oh man, I hope that didn't hit my...
The battle is very much in our favor.
I think we
Victory
just
will be
crushed those
ours.
guys. Have the cab moved here. I think we just demolished them. That was nice. You guys speed up. We're kind of in a battle right now. Thank you. Let these guys get a volley off, and then we'll charge in with the heavy infantry and the cav. Actually, why don't you guys take another shot while we're here? You guys can retreat again. Come on, boys, give them.
The battle is very much in
Oh,
our favor.
okay. That went
Victory
from
will be
being really
ours.
good to really poor. What happened? I changed my mind. You guys go attack that target, and then we'll let the crossbows just absolutely lay into these guys. I wish these guys did suffer from some fear effects, because you can really do some work with some guys that are afraid of dying. Okay, run. I think we can let the crossbows clean these guys up, as much as I'm not super privy to that.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Come on, guys, again. This is definitely a way more costly than my first battle. There they go. Alright, they're starting to drop a little bit more. Okay, yeah, they're working them over. Why don't you guys hold fire? You guys set up for another attack. And then you guys could get off. Just kill whoever needs to die. Alright, again, boys. See how they just cut through your guys? Like, all these guys were not killed by these dudes. These were killed by the crossbows being like 5 feet away. Borrowites are essentially like these ancient warriors. I believe they are descended from the Dunedain of old. And they were laid to rest in some barrows, hence they're called Borrowites. And they were raised up by the king of Angmar, I believe. The Witch King of Angmar, who is the Nazgul you see getting killed in the 3rd episode by, I think it's Mary and the chick. I forgot what her name is. The girl that was simping for Aragon, but let's be honest, we're all simping from Aragon. 100%. No shame. Alright. I'm going to try to get these guys involved to get this last guy. So what's nice about these bodyguards, the Bree-land bodyguards, they're armor piercing, which is pretty rare for a bodyguard unit. Alright, that did nothing. Just have to kill them the old-fashioned way by punching them a bunch of times. Okay, they got in there. They got involved. Where's he going? He's not running, is he? I've never... Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Nope! Oh my gosh. I can't believe I have to keep these guys from shooting my own men. Oh my gosh. Finally he's down. They got 10% of our army, so we're looking at probably like 330 guys. If I had to guess, 30, 40 guys. Oh, okay, I had a lot more forces in the area than I thought. So they killed 102 of us. 3 units of those Borrowites stood up against a half stack of troops. The stats are just completely different. Now this isn't... Actually, I'm not even going to speak to it, but like normally, at least in most engagements in this and Medieval 2 Total War, like it's very human on human, like stats are pretty close. But in the mod, like you can just get these dark side units that just absolutely destroy. They're just not fun to fight against. Alright, we got the ranger in there.
Your orders, my lord.
He is the faction heir, but I think I want... You know what, he's got a talent with numbers, so... Charlie, I'm sorry, my man. You are permanently stuck in the capital until probably forever. What are these guys? Total defense. This isn't great stats, but they're the best I have. And then we just, 27 turns to be able to get a unit of Bree-land bodyguards. It's just sad, really.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, I'm gonna get. So we successfully took that. I'm gonna get the village down to taxes that they'll like.
Your orders, my
And then
lord.
you guys are gonna save me money by you son of a gun. We have another.
We shall engage.
I cannot believe they.
Yes, my lord.
All right. Well, turns out we do have a task for you.
Orders.
Charlie in the chocolate factory.
Your orders, my lord.
You guys are, yeah, just get in there. I need to save as much money as I possibly can. Alright, Charlie in the chocolate factory is going to run in here. We just need this army to no longer exist. So, we're going to have him run in. Actually, how much? I think they're about the same.
Orders.
280, and
Orders.
he's
Yes,
got
my
the
lord.
same bodyguard. These are actually cheaper? How? Their stats are not even... That is insane. Okay, well, I guess we're taking the cheaper bodyguard unit out of the city and getting them in there. You are under my control.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
These guys need to die. They need to get killed. You need to get rid of them. Nazgul, were they...
Our foes appear to
Oh.
be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Oh, yeah? That's pretty neat. Okay, so I think my allies are going to be coming in from down here, so I'm not even going to goof around. Just pop these bad boys down here. There they are. So, I think the goal here is to try to not let my enemy use the woods. Are they just taking off? I would, to be honest. They're probably trying to get on a hill somewhere, so let's just speed this up to 6 times. Get the whole crew together. Again, the big thing we're going to want to try and do is just kill as many as possible with arrows before we do anything.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Oh, is it?
From such tidings does victory emerge.
What a surprise. Alright, yeah, they took the hill, so we're going to just be marching after them for like a good chunk of this episode. We're going to go ahead and follow these guys at 6 times. So there's some interesting choices and mechanics when it comes to Bree-land. This is something I haven't really talked about. I figured I'd let you know now while we're watching these guys slowly walk towards the enemy. Bree doesn't have what you would consider to be a normal recruitment system for even medieval Total War 2. It's like I think it's wholly unique to the mod. And
General's bodyguard, move out.
so instead of having a barracks to recruit infantry, archery range for archers, and stables for horsemen, because Bree-land just doesn't have a standing military, and they're under the protection of the Dunedain, what ends up happening is the buildings that you build for your economy that normally give you boosts to your economy and whatnot are actually the buildings that also supply your troops. And since your troops aren't really worth anything, it's not like a huge shock. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're giving you such a good unit because you built a road. No, they're literally just people that have volunteered to watch the roads, and then you bring them all together and it's like a militia unit. So Bree-land, like normally, all their low tier units and the units we're going to be relying on are all pretty much like police officers and sheriffs and people that were given a gun, or sorry, I'm thinking Revolutionary War. Were given like a weapon, a pitchfork, or whatever weapon they had at home. In fact, that's what these Bree-land militia look like. If you take a look-see at them. You got the odd pitchfork, there it is. And then this is just like a typical mob-looking armament where they got just whatever they could grab. And then the standard issued spear whenever they could be supplied. So, let's see here. I'm going to try to get my cav up here. I'm not a huge fan with what they're doing with the hill. I don't really want to fight them downhill. If I could take this plateau right here, don't double time, just 6 times this speed. If I could take this plateau, I should be able to more effectively fight them. Okay, they're just gonna retreat. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so I believe the road, if you build up the road to like the second tier, you're able to get a unit, and then the Dunedain encampment, because you're the Dunedain are basically your protectors, so you can build their encampments and recruit them every once in a while. And I don't know all the buildings, but when I was watching the mod, he was showcasing a few. Or sorry, I was watching the guy who made the mod. He's like the head developer. He was showcasing like the different buildings that were able to recruit different individuals, and I just kind of realized that I'm a little screwed, to be honest. All right, we'll have the general's bodyguard kind of come down on the flank pretty hard, along with those guys, and then we'll set up the militia to just get absolutely pasted right up here, right up the middle. Ooh. Fortunately, they've taken fatigue, which that's not great. That's not what we want. What are you guys doing? All right, so this battle is gonna be a little tricky because those guys are perfectly well rested. Sit you guys over here. Get my crossbow boys to. I think I want the crossbows to kind of be the ones that open. So we'll just have. Oops. Nope, it's not what I wanted you to do. I'll just have. Dang, they're already very tired. It's not like I was running them up this hill. Everybody's very tired. Oh, that sucks. These guys are going to have quite the leg up on me in melee. All the more reason to avoid it. So their fatigue penalties are really high. Like, these guys aren't wearing any armor, and they're freaking exhausted. Then you got guys like these, they're wearing, like, chainmail, and they're like, yeah, we're fine. No problemo, homie. McSnummy. It's probably not what they'd say, but whatever. Let's see. Alright, so we got the archers coming up. How close do you need to be? Alright, get these guys kind of moved up as well. Okay, they're able to get some shots off here. Okay. Hopefully they'll let us shoot into them a couple times before they give chase. There's the bolt, and we're opening up. That was a pretty terrible volley, I'm gonna be honest. Have you guys pull back. That was actually horrendous. I need them to kill as many of them with their ammo as possible. Like, I can't be having a whole lot of misses. This is tough. What I would like to do is just have them chill out, just kind of sit nice and easy. But it's not looking like it's going to be a great plan. The more these guys rest up, the better. Okay, so they're going up. There it is. Getting some shots off. I'll just let that sit. However they want to get their kills, they can just do what they're doing. Alright, here they come. Alright, good volleys. Fortunately, I'm going to have to pull you guys back already. Retreat. What I do want to try to use this hill as best I can for defensive bonus. Like, you get a buff fighting downhill. And I have no idea how the science behind it works, but I think it's a higher buff the steeper the decline to a degree. That's what I want to say. I don't think that's true though. Crap, forgot to put these guys on free fire. That's probably a bit late. Alright, you guys turn around, open up, open up. Okay, there's some good shots in. That'll hurt. More shots coming in, archer-wise. Okay, these guys are now only tired, which helps. Alright, these guys are doing great work, so I'm going to have you guys kind of run as far this way as possible. And then you guys are just going to run for your life. Get you guys to run in there. Alright, get the cab moving up and around. Shoot, they're going for us. Isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but beggars can't choose.
If we continue like this, we will.
That was a
smash
great
the
charge. Alright, they should be getting cleaned up here pretty soon. Alright, yeah, they're already taking off by the looks of it. Who's the one that's... Yeah, you guys. Open up. Where did those shots even go?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, we're gonna have the Cav, since these guys are both firing into them anyway. Have Cav coming again. Alright, another great charge. And they're gone. You guys fall on their flank, let the cavalry just absolutely massacre those who are running. Okay, so you can see how terrible these guys are. They didn't do well. I'm gonna have to rely on my less than stellar melee troops to hopefully not get killed immediately. Keep it up. Keep those shots going. Yeah, they're just getting demolished right now. Oh my goodness, guys, I need you to kill them. All of them. Yeah, keep taking your sweet time to push up on us, get as many volleys into you as possible. I think if they run, even if they are... Yeah, they got 5% of us, that was all militia troops too. I think even if they run, because they're rebels, if they get into combat, they get automatically destroyed or something. What are you guys getting stuck on? Finish them. Alright, I just need to get them to 90. There it is. Alright. If they get past 90, I usually
we have won here today.
just let that remain. Okay, so we lost another 100. I think we gained an entire unit, which bumped our units deployed up a little bit. So that's why it was only 5%. We lost about as much as we did that other battle with the borrow rights. And I don't believe they're getting out of that. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure they just die, especially since I got them up to 90% losses. Once you're like 10% of your army's left over, I'm pretty sure it just disbands. Hasn't failed me so far. that technique of just killing them until they're just past 90. I haven't tried exactly at 90, but I'm not about to, I don't want to tempt fate because a lot of these battles are pretty close. Alright. Sacked another camp. Got me a little bit more moolah.
Glorious victory.
Alright. Okay, get back into the freaking fort so I can get my money
Your orders, my lord.
back for the turn. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We, can I get... Okay, you guys are all going to head back after... I'm going to be saving quite a bit of money because this is, yep, 227. This guy's like something... 450 is really what I want to save. So every turn I'm not eliminating enemies is a good turn for me because I make money. Got some experience for my guys too. Oh, the diplomat's up. That's important. And we are at negative 6,000. That's an investment. I just want to make that clear, not a loss. All right. The diplomat's name is Gandalf. Yeah. Oh, look at that influence, though. That's actually a really solid intro diplomat.
Yes, my lord.
That's actually really nice. That's just hilarious. Okay, anyway, so we got Gandalf the diplomat. That's got to be a joke of something they do just to be funny. We've taken Mengelin. We've eliminated some issues that happen to be sprouting up. Next turn, I want to try to get down around here, see if I can set up some watchtowers. They did give me a quest to take this next place here. I might do that next turn. So that was the first 2 turns of my campaign. Granted, it's not always going to take this long for me to just do 2 turns. That's just because, like, when you're starting out, you really want to do you want to nail everything. And this is probably the best run I've had as far as the opening is considered. I'll be able to get my troops that I was expended back up. Andy will be able to get more of his boys back, and hopefully I get his command up. So once he gets more command, or maybe it's renowned, we'll be able to get a bigger bodyguard and he's more deadly. Because those guys really are my bread and butter right now. I need generals and their bodyguard as like units that are both free to replenish over time and good at killing things. So that's the plan. As you can see, Bree is a very unique and interesting faction. Let me actually pull up a building real quick so you can see that I'm not lying. Let's go to building browser. It'll probably be the better way to see it. So in order to get, so I have no like barracks. Yeah, I'm not seeing a barracks anywhere, right? But if I get, the one I do know is roads. If I go to roads, yeah, increased tradable goods, improved roads and trade. Okay, cool, that's neat. But if I get like regular roads, we're talking Greenway Riders and okay, so I can't get these guys and the Spearmen. So you need the roads to get those units in that region. And then like if you go to probably Gathering Hall, no, okay, maybe not. Maybe the entertainment. No. Okay, what's blacksmith? No. Was it builders? Ah! The Mason's Hall. You get journeymen. Not sure what these guys really are. Oh, crossbows. So yeah, the engineers are the ones making the crossbows. That's hilarious. And the effective against armor is going to be definitely needed. Crappy 6 damage for crossbows and great, but effective versus armor. We just need to be better than our main opponent for most of the campaign, which is going to be Dunland. We haven't run into him yet, but they're down here somewhere. And they need to die. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Yeah, it's under Bree-land. And I hope to catch you on the next one. All right. Thank you.